Hi, welcome to Tiki Hut Treasures. I'm Jennifer. I have a bunch of new subscribers, and I don't know if you're only interested in my river table that caught a little attention, or if you're really here to watch my little projects also. But either way, I am thankful for you, and I want to give you what you want to see. So leave a comment about what you would like me to do next. I am going to do a big bowl as hopefully my next video, but this video is going to be trying out some new molds that I made. This crystal angel, and because it has some void areas where the mold is going to be, where it would just be caked on resin, I made a little insert of silicone that I can put in the mold after I start pouring it and pull it out when it's ready to come out. Put something over it, continue pouring my wings, and then you see, Ava, stop. And then you see how it takes up that void. So hopefully it will help and give her also a little bit of detail on the back of the resin. I made this angel. It says always by my side. This area should pop out and then just be a crystal angel in here. I did brush this with chrome powder with Let's Resin holographic silver chrome powder. So that looks really pretty, and I wanted it so that we could read the words. That was the goal there. My resin is almost debubbled, and then we will pour this. But let me know, yes, if there's something that you want to see, I will be happy to do that. Also, if I have extra resin, I had started pouring a heart, and then I just brushed in these mylar flakes, or dropped in these mylar flakes that should add some depth to this heart. So if I have extra resin, that's where it's going today. These bubbles are taking their time, so give me a minute and I'll be back with you. Okay, so the resin is cloudy. It almost looked like unmixed resin, but I know that I mixed my resin for 4 whole minutes, and then I put it in the debubbler several times to get out micro bubbles. I've introduced a couple of bubbles just because I remixed it again. It is still cloudy, so I don't really want to pour the angel unless I poured it in a glitter. You know what I may do is do the, let's try my Aurora powder. My Into Resin Aurora powder, I'll try that just because it'll at least take away from the cloudy look. But let's pour this little angel first. Ava, please stop. No one is listening to you. I'm literally just filling this, and it's supposed to go around this part around the head. I can drill that part out if it doesn't do that. It's like I've poured too much and I need to drill it out, and that's fine. I can do that. Let's fill my heart also. Because I think that'll be really pretty. So if this angel's a bust, at least I'll have the heart. Okay. So we'll see how, yeah, this is just too deep. I did it way too deep, that's all. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for my bird. Some days she's just so quiet, and others, All right, I think that's all that I can safely take out of that angel. Let's put some on my stick of this Aurora powder. Very little, because that little tub was still over $10, I think, from Into Resin. So I don't want to use a lot. A little more than that though. All right, and I'll just mix this in, hopefully without introducing, like I said, too many bubbles. But it's very hot in my hand, so I know it's gonna be ready to cure soon, and I'm not ready yet. Just look at it. All right, so that doesn't look bad. So I have a couple of things that are gonna be problem areas probably in this mold. So I wanna first butter the insert so that doesn't hold bubbles. Then I'm gonna pour this. Let's put it where you can see it. I have this way focused in, so I hope that you can see today. I'm gonna start at the head and pour those sections, and then let's worry about those bubbles first. I want to get in the halo. There's a little halo to the angel. So let's pour some more. I'm going to worry about the halo first. And then there's a little gem that she's like holding. I think it's a little heart or something. Okay. Then I'm going to put on my bottom. And I'll start pouring resin. You can do this to any mold that you need to add a back to. You can add a back. I do my shark's teeth this way so that it's not just showing the front of the shark's tooth. Shark tooth mold is great, but until you turn it over, you know, so that's why I do it that way. Okay, so I hope you can see. So I was just worrying more about the bubbles at the head, but now I'm filling the body and the wings. So I'm gonna make sure that my bottom is on here, and I'm gonna guide my resin into the wings and go around the edges. All right, so I think you don't want to overfill this because you don't want her to have necessarily this huge thing at the back of her head. So I think that is enough resin. Ava, please stop. So I'm going to put this bottle of alcohol on top of my backing to weigh it down. And that's perfect. And then I'm going to just move these around a little. Some bubbles already came up from them, and they're moving around a little, making it a little three-dimensional, which is super cool. I just don't want them like on top of each other. All right, and more bubbles are coming up from that also. This little angel, I'm gonna have to drill out that middle part, and that's okay. Every time I do it, it'll get better. Maybe this one will be better than the original, and I can mold from it. Who knows? Who knows? All right, I have a little extra resin here, so let's pour this crystal. I'm working in a really small space for you guys to see this stuff, and instead I'm making a mess. Alright, and then I'm just going to pour this in my crystal half moon. This is regular epoxy, so it's 6 to 8 hour epoxy. So it debubbles pretty good. It's pretty warm right now, and it's fairly cool in my home. It's 72 degrees in here, even though it's 100 degrees outside. You shut your hole. Did you hear that bird? She said, shut your hole. Alright, and let's see. Only other thing I'll do is do this water ripple butterfly. And I need to do the little micro brush. Get those big bubbles out. It's gelling up. Okay. And then add a little more resin. Okay. I think that is it. There you go. We are done for today, and I will bring you back when these items have cured. Alright, welcome back to Tiki Hut Treasures, and we are ready to demold these angels. I'm excited to see them. I'm not sure that the butterfly will be ready, but that's okay. You've seen the butterfly before. Look at this heart. I cheated and looked at it already because I was so excited for it. But wowzers. Oh my God, that is so beautiful. I love that. So that will be a great gift for someone because that's really pretty. I was struggling to see what would you use this heart for, because how many crystal hearts can I give away? But this is a cool gift. I mean, it's heavy for a keychain, so it's just gonna have to be on someone's desk. But all right, let's see this. Still, everything's still a little soft, but I wanted to get this video recorded. Okay. So it's not as clear and shiny as when I did it with just the resin, right? But that resin was looking weird and foggy, whatever. So, but anytime that I buy a mold that I think I'm going to use a lot, I always pour one, make sure I don't get any bubbles, and I don't see any, so that then I can mold it also, so that if this starts to become dull, I will have another one. So this is kind of my standby piece for when I wear this one out. Or sometimes I put the one away that I've bought and just use the one that I make. That's great. And I could actually do a double mold with the two that I now have. So that's kind of cool. And I will pull off all these overages and stuff with tape after. Let's see. All right, let's see this one. I feel like I'm gonna have some cleanup to do for this. Oh, it's way soft for this angel. But let's see. It's pretty. I had some bubbles. It's pretty, but yes, cleanup. I will have to drill that out. It really kind of needs to be clear, huh? I feel like it would look better if it was all done in like alcohol inks, you know? But it has the overages here. It's pretty. It has bubbles, so it's a no-go. Like, I have to trash it, but it's good learning. Okay, so now I just checked the mold to make sure it wasn't the mold that has marks. No, my mold looks perfect. Pretty sure my mold is perfect there. So I think it's just gonna be the bubbles, because yeah, it left the mica behind. So when it leaves mica behind, then you know that was where resin bubbled, because it didn't clean the mica off of the mold. So that's how you know. So you have to clean this out before you use it again. Obviously, pour it without bubbles. All right, let's see. This is the one I was waiting for. And I know it's going to have some problem areas. I just don't know where they are yet. Oh, the halo. Oh, no. Okay. Well, it had some bubbles. It had some bubbles. So it has this. It's a star. I thought it was a heart. It's a star here. And the wings have bubbles. The star has bubbles. So I'm going to have to pour this in deep pour, I think. And my back thing didn't work. So I had pulled it off, but it didn't. I guess I just didn't pour the resin high enough to need it. So I would just trim this off in reality next time. Just, you know, pour it a little bit more shallowly. I mean, it's still pretty if it didn't have the bubbles. So I think it's going to be a good mold. So, yay! So I just have to figure out how to get those bubbles out. I don't know. It's worth trying, though. It's worth trying. So, okay. I'm going to call this one a win. I'm going to call the angel a win, even though I have bubbles. But I can fix that on the next time I pour it. This one is also a win. I just need to use alcohol inks and make sure I don't get bubbles. So, same thing. This was a definite win, and this was just for extras. But the Mylar flakes in this was the way to go, for sure. This is not going to demold right now. The water ripple butterfly is not ready. It's way too soft. So it's okay. You've seen this before. I will demold it later. Thank you so much for being here and loving. I hope you loved my angel. All right. See you guys later.